This video will go over how to create a new hanger kit in the vList Parts Manager. Since in vList, you select your hanger kit by clicking on the picture of the assembly, the first thing you need is to have a picture of your hanger kit handy. You'll want the picture you use to be square so that the image doesn't appear distorted in the vList UI when choosing your hanger kit. A 512 by 512 pixel image works best. When you have the image ready, you'll need to open your vList folder, go to the Data folder, go to the Images folder, and then open the Hangers folder. You want to move your hanger kit image into this folder. Make sure you remember the name of the image file as you will need it in the vList Parts Manager. Next, you'll need to create the kit itself in the vList Parts Manager. If the hanger kit you need is similar to one of the types already in the Parts Manager, it is easier to copy the most similar kit in the relevant subcategory, then rename the new kit and edit the parts as needed. To do this, go to the Hanger Kits category and select the appropriate subcategory. For this double ring example, we can add it under the 06 plain hanger subcategory. From here, left-click on the kit you would like to copy, then right-click on the kit and select Duplicate Component. You will be prompted to name the new kit at this point. In the Details tab, you need to put the name of the hanger kit image from earlier in the default image field. If left blank, it will simply not show up in vList to choose. If you move to the Hanger tab from here, you will see that the individual parts are already present from duplicating the original hanger kit. We will go over actually adding and removing parts later in this video. If the hanger assembly you need to add does not match any of the other kits, you may need to start from scratch with a new subcategory and a new hanger kit component. First, make a new subcategory by right-clicking on the hanger kit category, select Add Subcategory, and then name the new subcategory. Make sure at this time that the subcategory type is not unknown, but is changed to hangers. You can now create the actual new hanger kit in this new subcategory. Right-click on the subcategory name and select Add Component. Once you have the component created, you will again need to put the name of the hanger kit's picture from earlier in the default image box in the Details tab. It's a good idea generally to not reuse an image in order to keep your hanger kits in order in vList. If you must use the same image for multiple hanger kits, you can put as many copies of the image as needed in the Hanger Images folder, but they must all have unique names. This will make sure that when you are in vList, you will have the image as an option to add the new hanger kit to your list. If the default image is not defined, there is no way to add a hanger to a list. Now that the basics of the hanger kit are defined, you can add the individual components and parts to the kit. In the Hanger Parts tab, you'll see three icons above the table of parts: Add Part, Add Fitting, and Add Pipe. Add Part will be used the most for hanger kits as it consists of things like hanger rings, ATR, top beam clamps, etc., parts that are typically used in hanger assemblies. Add Fitting and Add Pipe will typically be used for trapeze assemblies and pipe stands. Add Fitting allows you to choose from the fitting categories like domestic and import threaded fittings, grooved fittings, flanged fittings, and weld fittings. Add Pipe allows you to add any pipe from the four pipe categories: pipes domestic, pipes import, pipes domestic galvanized, and pipes import galvanized. When adding parts to a hanger kit, you can choose either to add it as a component or as a specific part. Let's return to our first example, the double ring kit made as a duplicate of the number 06 hanger kit. As you can see here, there are two general components associated with the kit. You can tell that these are components, not specific parts, since they do not have a defined size associated with them. Let's add a second ring to this kit. Click on the Add Part button, choose the Hanger Ring subcategory, then choose the Hanger Rings Galv component. To add the ring as just a component, just hit the OK button here. If you are looking to add a specific ring size, what you'll actually do is you will click on the Part drop-down and choose the specific ring size that you need. Most current hanger kits have components added either as specific parts, or the specific part of the component is determined by either the user in the vList UI using size dropdown, or is dependent on the size of another component in the kit. For any components that will be chosen directly in the vList UI and will determine the sizes of the other parts, put a D1 in the diameter column. For any components that will be determined by that initial component size, the diameter box will need to say equals D1.D number, where the number is the D1, D2, D3, or D4 for that specific part in the parts category. Returning to the number 01 hanger kit, you will see three additional columns beyond the diameter: length, hanger 1 takeout, and hanger 2 takeout. L1 will always be the cut length of the component, so you will primarily put L1 as the length for ATR, or if needed, for any pipes. If your kit requires multiple parts with defined lengths, as is common with trapeze assemblies, you can have multiple L lengths defined with L1, L2, L3, and so on. The hanger 1 and hanger 2 takeouts are for determining how much of the given component's length needs to be subtracted out from a center-to-center length. These takeouts only come into play when the system is exported from Revit into the vList file, or when an HLF with CC dimensions in the hanger tab is imported into vList. If the takeouts are applicable, they are again defined by the chosen diameter. In the case of the number 01 hanger, the takeouts are defined by the diameter of the hanger ring galv diameter, as you can see by the D1 in the hanger ring diameter, and the D1 in the hanger 1 and hanger 2 takeout columns. If the hanger is coming into vList either from Revit or from an HLF with hangers and CC dimensions, vList will subtract out the appropriate takeout based on the defined D1, the hanger ring size, where the takeout lengths are taken directly from the tech datasheets for the parts sold by Viking. Now, you should have a basic understanding of how to create a hanger kit in the vList Parts Manager, how to add parts and components to these kits, and what the variables in the kits mean.